sisters! Free ourselves! Free our sisters! Free ourselves! Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you, Lashana, that intro, thank you. And thank you to Andrea. Oh my, hey Andrea, and the Families for Justice's Healing. And to all the people here who are formerly incarcerated, okay? All of the people who are here, it's hard to be here. It's not that it's great to be here, but it's hard to be here. So I spent 16 years in federal prison, and I was denied parole 3 times, and then I was granted executive clemency. And so I actually won the demand that we're making here today. And I think that's part of why it's important to talk about it, right? Why I actually am here. And that was 13 years ago. When I was told by the warden that I was going to be released, I was in the legal visiting room. And I said to him, I need to go back inside. I need to go back inside. And he said, no, you can't go back inside. And I said, I have to go back inside. I have to go see all the long-termers who were inside the long-termers unit at Danbury. I have to go see my dear friends one more time. And I have to look them in the eye and say to all of them, never give up. Never stop struggling to be free. So that's what happened. I did get to go back inside, and I did get to say goodbye. And in those 13 years since that day happened, I have lived a lifetime, Every one of the people who is still inside deserves and needs that same chance. The hardest and most painful thing about leaving prison is leaving those behind. Some of the women that I went back to say goodbye to are still in prison. And this is just wrong. There is nothing right about it. There's no rationale, there's no justification, nothing. Just a grave, terrible injustice, both for the people inside and the people outside. And this is why it's so incredible to demand now the release, the freedom of these brothers and sisters and brothers. The courage it takes after spending 5, 10, 20, 30 years in jail to get out and fight like crazy to rebuild your life, your family, and your community. It's tremendously difficult. It's tremendously difficult. And to do that, and then on top of that, begin to organize a movement and a rally, well, to put a face to the, well, I'm just going to blow it here, but it's amazing the strength that it takes. And I am humbled and I am honored. I am so honored to be in this place at this time. As far as I know, this is the first national rally organized and led by formerly incarcerated women, black women principally, demanding freedom, demanding release from prison for our sisters and our brothers, demanding that presidential clemency, sentence commutations, and sentence reductions that result in immediate release be granted now. This is, in my mind, women's liberation in action. And this is black and Latin power being exercised here today. In the 1970s, there was a slogan that women work to support political prisoners said, "Free our sisters, free ourselves." And it meant that we cannot be free until everyone is free. And that is what we're saying today to President Obama and to Attorney General Holder and to the media. Bring these prisoners home. We cannot be free until they are free, until everyone is free.